if you guys are looking for cheap and reliable FC25 Ultimate Team coins to upgrade your team, then get yourselves over to FIFAcoin.com. They've got loads of great discounts and giveaways, and you can also get an extra 5% discount when you use my code Martain. Link will be in the description. Hi guys, Martain88 here, and welcome back to another Eafc 25 video, and one of my very last videos this is going to be. But still just carrying on, a couple more, my endgame tactics series for those of you that are still going to be playing FC25 for the next couple of months. Now this is my favourite comeback tactic, and it's the 4-2-4. The reason it's my favourite is because it's the easiest to change into. If you're using 4-2-3-1 each variation, even 4-2-1-3, 4-4-2, 4-4-2 second variation, I'm sure there's a couple more, you can change into this really quite easily. If we have a look, most centre mids probably also going to be CDMs. One of those strikers can probably play cam, and your left wing and right wing will almost definitely be able to play left mid, right mid, whatever. So this is more of a comeback tactic. Okay, so let's get into it, and you will see that from this. Nearly every single tactics video I do, it has build-up style as short passing. Not this. We're chasing the game. We just want to try and put as much pressure on our opponent as possible. Go, go, go. Yeah. So as soon as we win it, we're prepared to take risks. We want runners. We want people to go. We're not interested in looking after the ball particularly. Yeah, of course we don't want to give it back, but we've got to move. We're trying to get back into this game. You're changing into this with 20 minutes to go and you're 2-0 down, or there's 12 minutes to go and you're 1-0 down, something like that. Defensive approach, obviously aggressive, obviously 95 depth. Okay, now this is the difference: without the ball, with the ball. So realistically, this is more like a 2-4-4. Yeah. Now I'm not really going to go through each of them individually because there's actually no need. You know what's happening here, but I'm going to tell you the big way of how this plays. The two wingers are an inside forward, okay, which means they won't hug the touchline. They will come in and they will look to pierce that corridor between like the fullback and the centre back, and on the other side, right? So what that will do is that will still leave some room out wide, and that's where your right wing back and your left wing back will come into play. So if I've got the ball with Z Roberto, top left, I will have Vinicius, Zola, Henry and Figo all inside the box, and with Lam supporting on the right hand side. And then we will also have Bobby Charlton and Park Ji-sung hovering just outside the box. So we can't really get any more numbers in there. Also, if we are able to break quickly, and say I win the ball with the centre back and I could trigger Z Roberto, start running, pal, play the ball up to Charlton, who then pings it out to the left. If you've done that quick enough, you would end up with an overload situation, because assuming that there's 4 defenders, if you've been able to pierce that midfield, which would be quite easy if you're decent at triggering runs, with Z Roberto as an example, then you're going to have a 5-on-4, and it's just a case of then picking the right pass, a little bit of a twist and turn, or a bit of technical dribble, or whatever it is that you want to do, and you should be able to overwhelm your opponent. Even if they do win it, you've still got so many people up there, as long as it's in your brain that if they win it, you go and try and win the ball, rather than just holding back. And no, you've got to understand what you're trying to do. So yeah, even if you do lose the ball up there, it's a great chance to just win it back and to get an easy goal, quite honest with you. And 4-2-4 is a form of comeback formation that I've been using for years, quite honestly with you. So there you go. There's the tactics and the player roles. Code is on screen. Hopefully that helps you out in some way. If it does, then please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.